The epic and unbeatable at Scrabble. The Nerds with Attitude.
Start recording. Welcome to the N.W.A. Nerds with Attitude. I am one of your humble hosts. I also sound congested. Shin the Hero, aka Walt. And I am joined by Old Hunter Age, Isaac.
Up, everybody.
And Miss Prime, JR.
What is up, peoples?
And we are talking about episode 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Was it just me, or was this kind of like a slow episode?
How is it slow?
It felt kind of just like it felt like a lot happened and nothing happened at the same time to me. I enjoyed the episode, but it just felt kind of lacking to me.
I felt like this was pretty engaging for the most part.
What about you, Isaac?
I thought it was pretty engaging as well. I mean, well, like we were saying in the last episode, we were already kind of hooked on the show. So when when I realized it was Friday morning, I shot out of bed and watched it. But yeah, I would say, I mean, I can kind of see why you would say it was a little bit of a slow burn, because it took a little bit for them to get things going. But once things got going, oh Lord.
Well, yeah. It got going quick.
I mean,
it escalated.
I guess the beginning of the episode where you get that flashback with Bucky and old girl. I mean, granted, you could tell at the end of episode 3 there was some kind of history between them two, but I'm just like, yeah, I mean, we didn't. I didn't need that. You didn't need that scene. In all honesty, you didn't. It's already been established multiple times that Bucky, those trigger words don't work anymore, and he already, and it happened in Wakanda, and fixed them. But like, I guess they needed to do that for that particular character to introduce her. But I just felt like it was unneeded.
I guess. I just thought it was a good character moment. There's a lot of good character moments in this particular episode, especially when Sam was talking to Carly.
When he was talking no jutsu her. Like, I was like, man, this man is smooth as hell. Granted, this was his forte. Trauma stuff like this is his forte, but I was like, man, he's smooth talking to, even though he was spitting the truth to her and everything, and he said he agreed with what she was doing. It was just the wrong type of way she was going about it wrong, but like, it was genuine and it was working too. I really feel like if he just had enough time before Kmart brand Captain America popped in that messed up everything. Before he messed up everything, the show probably would have ended right then and there, in my opinion. No, y'all don't agree.
Explain your point again.
Yeah, I was trying to.
When Sam talked no jutsu, old girl,
right?
It was nice and everything, and he was making some pretty good points. He was smooth about it, even though he was spitting the truth to her. And he said he agreed with what she was doing. She was just going about it at differently or wrong. She was going about it wrong and everything. And I believe before Kmart brand Captain America popped in there, just busted in there and everything. Before he bust in there, I think Sam was finna talk her down to where he would have helped her do it the correct way instead of the way she was doing it. And the show probably would have ended right then and there before Kmart brand Captain America busted in and effed up everything.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
That's like that's one of those moments where the military shoots Godzilla with the oxygen destroyer, and he doesn't get to kill Ghidorah in the water. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
There's no salt. I don't have any salty reasons for that, but you know.
But yeah, and like, and I get before all that. I mean, they do show up just randomly and everything. Like they found them in the streets, and Zemo, that man Zemo, sweet talk those little kids with the Turkish delights. Have y'all ever had a Turkish delight?
No,
I don't think so.
The first time I've ever heard of a Turkish delight was in Narnia. It was that Narnia movie, and I was like, "Huh."
I could
Those
tell
actually
you
look pretty
firsthand.
good. I want to try that.
I could tell you firsthand. It's old people candy. It ain't that good.
Oh wow!
At least to me.
Like the version that does it look like how Zemo had him?
Yeah.
Oh, it does kind of look like
It's like a taffy type thing.
Ooh.
Like saltwater taffy. At least that's what it tastes like.
Oh, okay.
It's like old people candy to me, man. It ain't all what it cracked. That little kid, he would have had to pop out some Skittles or something if I was that little kid for me to tell him these things, tell him the location of something, man.
I mean, look where they are though. Like, they don't have nothing.
Yeah, I mean, still though,
they take what they can get.
I would have been like, "You got some sour Skittles?" And he would have been like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, you ain't got no information, son. You got some Starburst?" That's what I'd have been like. But you know, it is what it is. Fruit roll-ups. But
Plus, my dude's a whole baron, and all he had was some Turkish delights in his pocket. He could have easily pulled out some money.
I mean, he did at one.
Granted, that's the epitome of stranger danger right there, though. Those kids should have known better.
I mean, they're in a different country. I don't know.
Look, strangers are a universal concept.
yeah, but they're. I don't know why.
If an alien shows up and says, "I got candy," I will stick my middle finger up at him.
Speaking of which, we got Baron Zemo and Kmart brand Captain America and his lover, A-Bomb, or whatever his name is. And then we got Bucky. They're all in that room. And you see how, like, they are deliberately showing, like, this man, what's his name? I was gonna say Wyatt. I know that's his name, real name, the real actor's name. John, yeah.
Walker.
They was really showing you deliberately how, like, this man was ticking and everything. Like, he clearly something is wrong with him. He has problems. He's
got Homelander syndrome.
He got real problems, and like, and then that man Zemo was, when he handcuffed, Zemo was there and looking just like, yeah, something ain't right with that dude, that cat right there. I could use him, but we need to keep an eye on him. And then well, was it just me, or where she was keeping the serum and everything? Do you think that was a dumb spot, or that was a great hiding spot?
I don't even remember where he.
The serum was in a grave. It was an unmarked grave.
Oh,
I think that's a good spot.
Yeah,
not good enough, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no, not a lot of people would like go to a random gravesite and just start digging, thinking that there's serum down.
I mean, there are grave robbers. Just saying. They had a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But like, we lose all the serum. That man Zemo gets out the handcuffs because he's a magician, and he steps on all of it. except for one. You knew one was gonna be free.
Yeah.
You always knew one, and then he gets snuck by Kmart brand Captain America, and Kmart brand Captain America. Like the whole time, the whole time he was down there, he was looking like a crackhead. He was like an addict, and then he finally got his crack.
He's an addict for a substance he's never took before.
And he finally got the crack. He don't tell nobody either. He don't even tell his lover. And he don't even tell him.
Harsh it on this man.
He don't really tell him.
Everybody.
He don't really tell him either. And like
I mean, he kind of like he had some hints. He gave him some hints. He was like, if you were given the serum,
he did say hypothetically.
He didn't say hypothetically.
And his boy was like, yeah, I take it in a heartbeat.
I thought for sure he was like, check this out, dude.
I thought he was gonna do that too. I did too. I thought he was gonna do that too, or at least like share it with his buddy. That's what I thought he was gonna
do. Like sharing a joint.
Like
so that part, the part with the serum, I was always confused because I was under the impression that you had to inject it.
Well, we don't know what he did. What he did, like the serum Captain America, the serum that was used on Captain America was the perfect type of serum. But at the same time, when it did with Captain America, there was an extra step added to it where he had to get hit with like some kind of rays or something like that to quick activate the serum. When Buddy took the serum, which he took the serum, like there's signs where when he threw the shield for it dented the wall, and then when the old Buddy had the pipe on him and grabbed the pipe, and he grabbed the pipe from him and bent it, and Buddy was like, "Oh, time to go." And he clearly, I don't think it's in 100% full effect on him yet, but like you can tell, it's working. It's working. So I mean, I don't know if he drank it. This version, he drank it, or he shot up, or what.
Like I'm trying to remember like what the capsule looked like when he got it. Like I'm pretty sure there was like a needle.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't know if it was a needle, but it did look like a syringe type thing. It was like a little capsule type thing. It did look like a little syringe. So he could have took the top off of or something and everything. But like before even that though, like he went into the little Zemo's hiding spot. He found them in Zemo's hiding spot and was finna like square up with Sam. Look, maybe Sam and Winter Soldier, he probably would have took him because Crossbones beat the brakes off of Sam. But Sam now would have, I 100% would have dropped that man in a heartbeat. I feel like because he put down the shield and everything, trying to make a statement.
Sam's like, look, you don't want to do that. I'll pick it up. I don't care.
I'd use that to bust your face.
And then the Dora Milaje came in and wrecked everybody.
They wrecked all of them. Like, oh my god.
And
then
Zemo.
No, that was like before he took the syringe, and that was like the point where Kmart Captain America, he was like, they weren't even super.
It was like he was crying, and I know he. I know that man was the type of. I bet he's the type of person too. Who's like, man, they weren't even super soldiers, and they were women. I got my girl.
No, but here's the thing. If I was Bucky at that scenario, I would have been like, dude, you had no chance to begin with. They train better than most military men.
Yep. Yeah, they are trained to fight super soldiers like that. They could have took down the Laura and her gang if they wanted to.
Like they went toe to toe with Michael B. Jordan, Black Panther one.
Yeah.
And they held their own, somewhat. You had no chance again.
And it was funny too that one chick threw the spear at the shield, and that man was struggling. He was struggling trying to get it off, and he just was like, "I can't get it off, man.
I don't want this shield anymore.
How do I fight without the shield?" And then she just came over there and just flicked her wrist and easily pulled the her spear out. Looked at him the entire time, side-eyed at him, had the shield fall, and he was just like. And he looked at the shield and looked at her, and she looked back at him, and he was like, "Well, I'm not even gonna try because she's about to bop me again." And she did the cool Captain America thing where she steps on the shield and grabbed it, and she was about to take the shield from him.
Yeah, she was about to confiscate it.
I mean, it's vibranium. It's technically theirs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then old girl was like, "No, leave it." And then she. As like a parent, as a parent was like, "Here, your toy back. You can have it back now." And I was like, "Damn!" They came in and just wrecked shop.
Not to mention the whole time John Walker and Battlestar are getting their asses kicked. Sam's like, "Hey man, help him," and Bucky's like, "Looking good, John."
And Zemo back there was taking a drink.
Drinking?
As entertaining as it would be.
Though, in the whole commotion, though, all the commotion and everything, that man Zemo looking around. Zemo looked around twice. He was like, I can probably leave now, so I'll leave.
That's like 2 times that he slipped away from them. Oh my god, they didn't learn at all from their previous.
In the commotion, though, I think he was finna stay for a second, and then when he took that second sip, he was like, I can probably just bounce right now. Nobody would have known.
Yeah, just dip out.
So I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Which was dumb on like Sam and Bucky's part. They could have been like, okay, you watch Zemo, just make sure he doesn't like dip out of here because this is technically his place. He probably has a lot of trap doors or something. I mean, that would have been my mentality. That would have been my mentality.
I agree.
That whole thing was happening.
At the same time, the only reason they intervened in the fight in the first place because they was just gonna let the N.W.A. they just whoop them ass, beat them into the dirt. The only reason they jumped in it because Sam and Bucky thought they was about to kill the two. Though I don't think they were going to kill him, but
I mean,
it looked like
2 times they pulled they were gonna like skewer them with their spears, and then they just stopped them in their tracks before they do that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they were out for blood.
Do you like
they were gonna?
You like the pressure point thing happened to Bucky?
Oh,
and then that man Sam was like, "Did you know they could do that?" Nope.
Like, no.
I would have been like, well, it's technically theirs, so they probably would have had a failsafe.
Poor Bucky almost snapped back into it. That arm fell off. He was like, "I'm Mrs. Nesbitt."
I am Mrs. Nesbitt.
Hey, they'll be alright.
I had to think for what you would say.
And after all that, after the N.W.A, they just bounced and everything. It was like, well, then old girl calls Sam's sister. They have a kind of heart about Captain America Kmart edition. Nobody liked him, just like pretty much. I kind of felt bad until he took the serum and everything, and he came in.
Yeah.
He came in and
he was under like, you could tell he was under a lot of pressure because he's trying so hard to be Captain America, or at least he's trying his damnness to surpass him, but he's going about it the wrong way. Every time there's like a little fuck up on his part, he's like, can't believe it. Yeah. So of course he wants to like take the easy route and dope himself.
Yeah. And like I also will harken back, like when Zemo was talking about super soldiers and everything, he was like, man, super soldiers just bad. Well, they're all bad in general. And then they bring up Steve. He was like, he was like, that nigga is an exception. And then, but he hit
and
Sam. He asked Sam if if you had the chance to become a super soldier, would you? And Sam immediately said no.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. And to go back on that Zemo conversation, like when he said so himself that Captain America is the exception, he kind of like contradicts himself on all of the super soldiers being bad, because there would at least be one super soldier out there. Because
who would be inherently good? I would also harken back that to Isaiah too. Yeah, I would say Isaiah wouldn't have been corrupted, but things happened to him, so of course he is pretty much different for his case.
Yeah, and Carly, no matter like her intentions are good. She's going about it like the wrong way. The government's kind of like failed her. Like they were making promises that they couldn't keep, and so she was like, this is the last straw. So she becomes a super soldier, but she doesn't really become corrupted by it, I wouldn't say.
No. Like they were saying with Battlestar and Kmart brand Captain America, when they was talking about it, the serum only enhances was already there, and you already know the Dark Captain America was already dealing with rage. You could see that written all over his face and everything. And the moment he took that, all that turned it from 0 to 100 real quick, because once they do the fight again, they go into the fight mode again. And he also gets an order with the knives and everything. You can tell once you can tell Carly and her gang, they don't really have the training and everything like Bucky, Sam, and them actually have. So once someone
they can whip ass though. They can whip ass, though.
But it's mainly they're mainly using the souped up juice they have. Once it's somebody 1v1 them on their same level, they run. Or they don't have the same skill set.
Yeah, they fight in numbers better than they fight like one-on-one. Unless like in the first episode, there was just one person, and they were just they were handling normal people, just normal non-powered people. Then there would be one person. If it's like two Avengers or like a group, they would also fight as a group. I would understand that.
And I mean, you saw the red flag already when Battlestar got captured, quote unquote. And the whole time because they was really focusing on the water dripping and everything when he woke up and everything. I thought that was gasoline. Did anybody else think that
I thought he was gonna drown or something.
Yeah, I thought it was gasoline. They was gonna set this man on fire or something. That's what I thought they was gonna do. I knew he was finna die.
It was a decrepit building in the first place, so of course there would be like leakage everywhere.
And then Battlestar comes in and kind of gets Carly on the back foot, but she hits him. And like the initial hit isn't what like caves this man in. It's when he gets hit by the pillar, and that's kind of just one hit. I mean,
destroying his sternum for one thing, and then destroying his spine on the way out.
and he just basically folds after that. And then it's at that point, Kmart brand
Walker
Captain
snapped.
America, he
Turn Homelander.
he snapped when he lost his lover. Like he straight up snapped. I feel like that was the only thing that was really keeping him good. You know, like he was the only one that was keeping him straight. Once he lost Buddy, it was all said and done then. And like he just saw red, and then he went after them. He didn't get old girl, but he got her friend who also looked up to Captain America. It's ironic that Captain America is the one that killed this dude. He looked up to Captain America.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, Captain America.
I didn't realize that was.
He looked up to Captain America, and he also hearkened her to Captain America because she's a super soldier, which also parallels to like Sam too being a different Captain America later down the road. But like he beats the tar out of this dude, and not only does he beat the tar out of this dude, he kills him with the shield while people are watching and filming this and everything. And he is just standing there after the deed is done, and he looks at everybody else while they're on the phones and everything, and it just ends at that point.
Yeah, like
That
I'm not gonna lie, that
shots in this whole thing.
Yeah, that shot of him picking up his shield and it's like
Got
covered in
blood, yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a metaphor there. That's a straight up metaphor.
You gonna tell us what the metaphor is, or are you just gonna leave it?
I mean, what was the metaphor? I know it was a metaphor. Somebody like somebody explained it. I'm not great with metaphors, but I know that it's a metaphor. And I don't know how corrupt government can be. I guess.
Now,
like the G whatever C was like they did that program to help the people that were that came back from the blip, trying to turn things back to normal. I don't know where I'm going.
it's fine.
I mean, I kind of get what you're going for. I mean, this is exactly what Steve Rogers was trying to prevent in Civil War.
Yeah,
That
something like
last image is exactly why he beat the shit out of Iron Man in that movie. He was like, I don't want to become a tool of the government. And now that we see the tool of the government, they've sent Captain America to a foreign country, and he's killed someone on the streets with everybody watching, and now the beautiful shield is stained in blood.
Yeah, something very similar to that.
Do you think they're going to take the shield away from
freedom has a price.
This, yeah.
I think that's freedom has its price. I think that's what the metaphor is.
After watching him do that, yeah, they're definitely going to take the shield.
Yeah. Or I remember somebody making a joke like, this is straight up Homelander. He would have to have like a good PR group just to turn this around to something positive. That's how Homelander got away with all the shit that he did. Because he had a good PR group. It's fucked up.
At the same time, it would feel like it's kind of like I've seen in other stuff where as long as the whole thing of the ends justify the means, and if he gets the mission done, the American people aren't going to care that blood got spilled in a country they don't even know the name of. So
yeah, they're gonna think, well, better out there than in here.
I don't know.
Than in here, yeah.
I don't know. That's the whole reason why this is a prime example is why the the Accords guy did in the first place in the Civil War.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
I mean, was he ordered to go there? I know that that he followed them.
Yeah, I don't think he was ordered to go there. I don't think he was ordered to go there or anything like that. That's why I think it's such a big deal that so many people had caught him on camera. So this video is gonna surface a lot, and it wasn't painting him in a good light in the first place. Now, I don't think they will know he took the super juice yet, but that might also come to bite him too. But who knows?
It's like, I think he said something. I don't think it was in this episode. I think this is episode 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got like 2 more episodes.
I think it was in episode 3. He was like, I don't remember the exact phrasing of it, but he was like, if we get the mission done, do you think they're really going to sweat us about the details? Like, oh, dude, you're already going off the right. Because he was talking to Battlestar about following Sam and Bucky, and he was like, so you're telling me that this is going to be strictly off the books? He's like, look, if we get this done, do you think they'll really care about the details of how we got it done? They'll just care about whether we got it done or.
Yeah, I think
he was already kind of in that mindset anyway.
Was it when they were talking about like their tour in Afghanistan?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Something like that.
They were talking about like their time in Afghanistan, that they did some shit that that they thought that it was fucked up, but it got the job done. So hey, ends justify the means, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
I guess that's where it was leading to.
Well, I guess all we need to know now is Mephisto is the power broker. Anyway.
But I don't even like. Was the power broker a thing in the comics?
Yeah, he's a thing in the comics.
Okay.
I mean,
like this.
It took a while for him to become a thing, but yeah, he's an actual thing. I don't know if it's still a he or a she for this universe, but we all know it's Mephisto. Tell us in the comments down below if you think Mephisto is the power broker, and tell us in the comments down below what you thought about episode 4 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm still loving the show. I'm still excited. I can't wait till episode 5. I want to see what happens after all this. Yeah. Let me ask you guys this before we close out. Do you think Captain America, Chris Evans, is going to cameo on this?
You're asking us?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think so. Like, if they were, do you think he would be the old man, or would it be a flashback of his younger days?
I think it would be old man.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't see it happening, but I would welcome it. It'd be nice to see him again.
It would be a nice surprise, but I agree that I don't think that's gonna happen. Because sooner or later, Sam's gonna get the shield, and he'll deal with that when that comes. But he knows he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna go to Steve for advice about it, because he already said whatever needed to be said.
Okay. Tell us in the comments down below if you think this is Captain America 4. That's what we always say. Show us your attitude.